Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome back to my sewing room. I'm Chelsea, and this is Cam.
Hello.
So, on this episode of Chatting with Chelsea, Cam and I are going to talk about things worth thinking for the new brother. We've been watching the teasers. We've been creeping through websites.
As best as we can.
And Cam's been doing a little bit of math.
If you have been following our newsletters and you've been getting, if you ask for information on the Aveneer, you probably know what I'm about to get at, but it's a little sneak peek at least.
I'm excited.
Oh, hi Sandy. How are you doing today?
Oh, we have a friend on our site. Okay, wait. We'll open this up. Cam, which video should we start with, or picture? Should we start with, we're just scrolling through our little pictures over here, and then we'll change the screen shortly. What about that one?
Yeah, let's start with that one.
All right, so I'm just going to change our screen here so everyone can see what we're doing. All right, so hopefully, shortly, you can see what we're seeing here on our video. So, I think this might have been like the second video that came out. Mm-hmm. And, of course, it's coming in 2024. Soon. Mm-hmm. I heard there might be more details released near the end of this month.
Hopefully.
So that'll be exciting. From this, it doesn't give us a ton of information, but it looks like it has a massive touch screen. Mm-hmm. It looks like it has the nice start button that we've come to know and love from Brother.
Yeah. And, the cinematic, the green, it's ready. Here we come.
Well, who doesn't love to know when their machine is ready?
Yeah, I agree.
I love it when my machine's like, nope, red, don't go, you need to do something.
You gotta fix something. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing today?
Oh, we have a bunch of friends joining in today. Well, Cam, what else should we show? Should we go with a photo next? Or should we go with another video?
Let's go with the photo. Let's go with the photo.
Okay. Should we do that photo?
Sure. That works.
All right. So let me just make that photo bigger. And I am going to switch to our screen. Hopefully you are seeing what we are seeing now. So this looks exciting.
It does.
It looks like a nice silhouette of the new machine.
And as we just mentioned, the screen looks huge.
The screen's massive. Let's see if we can see my cursor. I don't think we can.
The only shame is that it obscures a lot of the buttons. I really wanted to see
I really want to see what buttons are on it. But from this, so it looks like on the right-hand side, we do have a large touchscreen, like the Luminaire. Mm-hmm. And it looks like we have tons of space from needle to where the end of the machine is, so that is excellent. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing the reason why we have so much space on the left side in the head of the machine, I'm hoping there's an automatic threader like the Luminaire.
Yes.
That is gorgeous.
I mean, that's usually the trend with top-of-the-line machines. They'll usually have an automatic threader, but especially if we're following the trend of the Luminaire, all of that extra space is going to be where they put the mechanisms for the projector, the scanner, all of the core things that are going to make the machine do what you need it to do. So, I think that's why it's as big there, but...
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And judging by that top portion there, it looks like it might have a flip top lid, similar to the Luminaire or the BQ machines or the VM, and that'll probably be where a massive, I hope, thread stand is.
Yeah.
A nice thread stand.
Yeah, because the Luminaire has the magnetic thread stand that stands up there, so that if you're using the really big spools of thread, then you don't have to fight with the little guy, which is super nice to have.
You don't have to have an extra thing on your counter.
Though,
nice.
Since Cliff has been on here, he's probably mentioned, how much he loves the standalone thread stands and how amazing they are for tension. So you could still use both.
You definitely could. All right. I'm just going to switch our screen again so I can sneak around our photos. Oh, let's go over here. Okay, Cam, should we play a video?
Yes, let's go for another video.
Let's go for a video. Do we want that video?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to scooch to a different video. The photo. And then we'll hit to our screen. All right. Are you ready? Hopefully you're seeing larger than life.
Larger than life. The ultimate workspace.
I can't wait. That does look like it's going to be an ultimate workspace. Tons of space.
A huge amount of space.
Yeah.
I have my theories, but we have to wait until we get to the hoop. We have to wait until we get to the hoop.
Oh, okay.
So I won't say anything about the size of it until we go through my crazy napkin math, and then I can kind of go through my thoughts on that.
I love Cam's crazy napkin math. It makes me very happy. There's one more video I would like to show before, and I think it's this one. Okay, it is this one.
Ah, yes. That one's a good one. I like that one.
Can I pause it? There we go. I can pause it. Okay, let's flip to our screen. All right. Are we ready? Experience extraordinary. I love this, like, bright light that comes up.
Industry-leading projection area. And the hoop is like, woo! I like that.
That was pretty sweet. I'm really curious about this. What is going on with the button?
I'm curious about that
I'm
as well.
so curious. I hope there's something cool coming for that.
I hope so as well.
Let's watch this again.
I mean, it's one of those things, like, I would say I would put buttonholes up there as kind of one of my least favorite things. So even the fact that you have the automatic buttonholer, it makes a world of difference. It makes it so much better.
I love my automatic buttonholes on my brother. I just love them. I have a 575, and when I'm doing like a pouch with a drawstring, I throw in a buttonhole.
Yeah.
Because they're so easy on brothers. I just love it.
Yeah. Because you do, like, on top of quilting and stuff, you do a lot of quilting and you do a lot of bag making as well, right?
I sure do. And who doesn't love an easy drawstring bag?
Yeah. They're so nice. See, maybe I have issues with it because I'm more the embroidery side of stuff. So
Maybe.
I like this projection screen, I'm going crazy over it. I want that in my hands right now.
Look at the clarity there. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on with those buttons on that projection there. Do you think you could... I don't know. I find that very interesting.
It's probably your core, like, for example, when you are on your embroidery screen, you usually will be able to do the adjustments with your little arrows. You'll probably be able to use something like stylus or something. Because,
That'd be neat.
Brother has like the Sonic pen that they sometimes use for like the BQ series, so the quilting series machines, or they have one for the Luminaire as well, where if you have a projection, you can actually, use the pen and interact with the projector like that. So I think that's going to be an evolution of that sort of feature.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get to Cam's napkin math? So on Brother Sews USA, they released some interesting photos. And when Cam sees something cool like that, I already swapped this.
Oh, we're back. Okay.
When Cam sees something cool, Cam likes to do the math.
I like the math.
So let's get on over to those.
Their big
There we go.
thing that they said on the thing. So they've been putting out teaser trailers about the hoop and how big it is. And they've been like, you can fit 300 bobbins in this. You can fit like 1,000 little clip things in it. You can put, you've got spools of thread, 88 spools of thread. That's huge. So I was like,
yeah, so you might see Cam's math on here in bright green.
I decided if they want to be coy with it, I'm going to try and figure out the size of this hoop.
So Cam has the guesstimate.
Yep, so here we go. We'll get into the numbers.
Okay, let's get into the numbers. Is this a helpful screen to be on right now?
Let's start at the very beginning.
Okay.
So,
here.
They tried to escape the angles to try and make it, so no one can count it. But if you go through all of them, you'll see that you've got, from the beginning, 1 through 6. And you can see the little slot where, so we can kind of confirm here that it's going to be a slide-on hoop. So, which is going to be really nice.
Cool. I love
Yeah.
a good slide-on hoop.
The slide-on hoops are so nice.
It just makes it so much easier to get it back in. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah, so the good thing about that is you could use that to kind of gauge where the middle of the hoop is going to be. So if you go 1 through 6, and then you continue on to the next picture, you should have the last 2. If you make a little line down the middle, you can then count the rest of them. So we have 12 running vertically. So then if we
Cool.
try to go to the next one, we have, you can also tell the middle of the hoop where kind of the notch ends in there. And it's kind of halfway between the 4th spool.
Oh yeah, so there's
So-
probably 7 up at the top there.
Exactly.
7
So,
by 12
7 by 12-ish.
ish.
So
Cool.
here's where things get kind of tough. So I initially started with an isocord because that's the stuff that we typically carry in store. So I decided I'll measure out the diameter of like the base of the spool thread.
Interesting.
But then I realized it probably won't be a match because if this is brother material, they'll probably be using brother thread.
Okay.
So, in the States, they actually have a spool very similar to this. And I found the diameter, which is about 1.5 meters.
1.5 meters.
Or, sorry, not 1.5 meters, 1.5 inches.
Inches?
Yeah. If it was 1.5
Fantastic.
meters, that would be insane. That'd be like... But in that case, I then took, 12 by 7, and I multiplied that out by 1.5 each.
Okay.
And my estimate for the hoop size is roughly 10.5 inches by 18 inches.
Wow. If you're right, that's huge.
It's giant. Like the current max size of the hoop on the Luminaire is 10 by 16 and a bit. So like it's a huge, huge, huge hoop. So the fact that this is going to be even bigger, then we can use that and speculate on the size of the machine. So typically with machines and the length from arm to the needle arm to the needle itself, you usually can only fit a hoop so big into that space, and essentially what happens is you need at least a couple inches shorter because of the extra, the plastic for the 2 hoops to squish together. You have to account for that.
Totally.
So if we are sitting at about 10 and a half, that means that the machine has to be bigger than 12 inches needle to arm in order to fit a hoop that size.
Oh, you went deep. Oh.
Yeah. It's one of those.
Interesting.
Yeah. So something that you just have to, if you're accounting for the size of the hoop, the extra size, you can always assume that the length from needle to arm is going to be at least like half an inch to an inch larger than that space. And that goes across every machine brand. So we can use that to speculate that it's going to be bigger than the Luminaire. I have a good feeling.
I have a good feeling too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I need to show my most exciting video.
Okay.
It's new. It's new.
Oh, it's a new one. Okay. Maybe I haven't
It's new.
seen them.
Maybe you haven't. Maybe you have. So hopefully it's swapped over.
Let's
Give
see.
it a sec there. So it's starting with ensure even stitch lengths. Let's play the video. Dun dun dun. Infrared technology.
Oh.
Isn't that cool? Yo, is this the first
Wait a
time you've
second.
seen that?
Ooh.
Isn't that neat? Okay, so maybe we'll have to do a couple pauses through here. And of course, they've released the name Aveneer or the EV1.
The EV1. Okay.
I like that name. It's
Yeah.
kind of spicy. All right, so let's scoot through this. And so this infrared technology, I think that's interesting. I'm guessing that this foot they show at the end has the infrared technology in it.
Yeah.
And as we're going, it's going to adjust the speed of the machine. So here's my guess.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
I think I've got an idea.
A stitch regulator on the brother for your free motion quilting. Look at that. It's free motion quilted on this piece of fabric.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool.
It's sweet.
Out of
plugs in to your machine there.
To the best of my knowledge, I don't believe the Luminaire had anything like a stitch regulator on it, did it?
It did not.
Like, I think that would be the single gap in the Luminaire that, like, it was missing that one little thing to push it, like, right over the edge. And, of course, the moment that you mentioned infrared, like, that's, like, long arm type quality stuff.
That's pretty neat, hey? So this is really neat. It looks like it's just a screw right onto the shank of your machine.
Yeah.
That's a shank, right?
Yeah, and
I'm trying
then
to think what that is right now. So there's a part of your machine that comes down, and you'll attach your ankle onto it, and then your foot onto the ankle. So it looks like you would remove that whole ankle right off your machine, screw this in like you would a walking foot or your move it foot, and plug and go.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell.
It's probably the same plug-in at the very back that you would plug your, what do they call it? The really nice...
The move it.
The move it foot, yes.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's probably something similar to that.
Yeah.
Where it would plug in. So that's pretty neat. Can't wait to see that. And of course it is saying to match the speed of the fabric's movement. So we all know that game we play where you're running your foot pedal and hoping that you're matching the speed of your needle with the speed of your hands.
Yep.
And for me, I've never excelled at that game. Many hooked needles later. Personally, I don't do a lot of free motion quilting. I am a straight line quilter. But that's nice. I can't wait.
As you guys can probably imagine, I'm a bit of a tech nut, so when stuff like this comes out, it gets me like extra excited because if they're saying that, you know, it will match the speed of the movement, then that means that it's going to be able to speed up and slow down. It's going to read the movement based on the sensors, and so that you're going to get the same stitch length no matter how fast you're going. Though you probably don't want to like...
Probably limit. There's probably a limit. It's not like,
here we go, guys.
But, you know, within reason, as far as I can tell, I think it will match your movement so that you have those even stitch lengths and not something that long.
Yeah. You'll have great. A little one there and a long one there and a medium one there and a long one there. And
that's really cool. I like the use of infrared technology. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I was scrolling through my pictures to see if I have any left, and I think we might have talked about all of our fabulous photos and videos.
Yeah, I think we got most of it, at least the stuff that has been announced so far. So Brother has been pretty tight-lipped on all the stuff that's been happening and what they're planning to reveal. They want to have a big, you know...
And that's coming!
Yeah, it's coming soon. Soon! It's going to be soon! I'm so excited!
You might notice we're exploding a little bit with excitement, and we can't wait. And I'm sure some of our viewers are also waiting. And of course, if you're wanting to stay up to date, as close as you can to what information we receive, send us an email. sewingmachines@mysewingroom.ca. You'll probably wind up with our lovely Cam here.
Hello.
And as much as we can share, we will share.
Yeah. I mean, I might subject you to more of my napkin math if you like that. But
if you like napkin math, he's your guy.
Yeah. If they give us things that I could probably check out or give speculation on, I'll do it. I'll give you what we got.
Yep.
Just because, I mean... I'm very excited, especially like seeing how far the tech has come and like over the years.
That's amazing.
Like even the jump from like the Luminaire 3 to this it's staggering. It's huge. So the fact that like they keep iterating over and over and over again, they keep improving, they keep adding new stuff, it keeps getting bigger. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, on to the really other exciting stuff. So we're taking pre-orders for this machine right now.
Yes,
fully refundable deposits as well. So it is a $1,000 fully refundable deposit. And with that deposit, and of course, the completion of the machine. We're going to have an exclusive VIP club with Anne for 1 year.
Nice.
That's exciting. Anne loves learning all the new cool stuff that these machines have. And of course, she's been using the Luminaire for years.
Oh yeah, that's like her favorite embroidery machine.
She has quite a bit of fun on that one, yes. So I can't wait to see
What she hasn't
planned. And of course, Brother's doing a really cool offer as well. So the first 30 people in Canada to pre-order with their machine, they would get a $500 prepaid Visa card.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
That's pretty sweet. You know what that sounds like to me?
What?
Accessories.
That sounds like a magnetic hoop to me.
Yeah. If you've hooped a quilt, you know how much of a pain it can be.
Yeah. Oh, actually, speaking of, because a lot of people have been asking me recently, like, we've been showing off the tiger quilt that I did for the quilting first class. And, I mean, a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, are you teaching the class?" I'm sorry, I'm not teaching the class. But the one thing I will say is that I actually did the final edge to edge on that guy on the Luminaire with magnetic.
Cool.
So, if like, I assume that if we have, you know, similar stuff like that on the Aveneer, you'd be able to do the same fantastic edge to edge stuff on there as well. But
Neat.
I'm hoping for that. I'm really hoping, because it made it like super nice, and the magnetic hoop was a game changer. It just, I had to just pull off the clips, slip it over, clip them back on, and I'm off to the races again.
Magnetic hoops are probably the coolest thing.
I love them so much.
Unless you have a ratchet hoop. Ratchet hoops are sweet too. They're also very useful. I like them as well.
Very reliable, yeah.
Speaking of quilting first class, if you've seen Cam's quilt and you're like, how do I make that? You can come hang out with us in September.
Yeah.
We have quilting first class starting, and we'll be teaching, and it's going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
It'll be 4 sessions over 4 Saturdays, starting. I can't remember the start date at this moment.
Oh. I know.
I could get the start date.
Yeah, it's a 4-week thing. I think it starts kind of like mid-September. I
want to say it starts on the 5th, but I could be inaccurate. It starts on the 14th.
14th, okay, so I was right.
The 14th, the 21st, the 28th, and then October 5th.
Yeah.
So those are Saturdays, and that'll be a super exciting day.
Yeah.
Also, we have new owners classes on the schedule. So if you've purchased a new machine or you've had your machine for a bit, come and hang out with us. It's great. We learn all the basics. We learn all the things that maybe you didn't know your machine can do. And we will go over those. We're going to kick it off strong with Bernina and Burnett sewing new owners September 10th. So that'll be fantastic. Then we'll have Brother sewing new owners September 18th and 19th. And then, of course, we have our embroidery after that, because it's always good to get the sewing under. And then we scooch on over to embroidery. So we have Brother embroidery on the 26th of September and Bernina embroidery on the 27th.
Yeah.
And then we'll have Bernina and Brother serger new owners on the 1st and 2nd of October.
Yeah. Should be pretty good.
I love new owners classes. They might be some of my favorite classes.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, what isn't my favorite class?
There's a lot of excitement when people come in. They get to try out their machine, like sometimes for the first time, and they get to experience all the things and learn all the fun things they can do with it. And like, it's just great. It's good energy.
It is good energy. And it's always really fun getting to see when people say, I just can't do it. And when they get that moment of, I can do it, it's like the best feeling in the world. I love it.
In the creative space, though, that's what you're striving for. You want people, like, you give people new options, new tools, and then they can go off and, like, express it in so many unique ways. And that's, like, the best part of it all.
Yeah. And we love helping people get there.
I try my best.
Speaking of learning new things, we also have a satin stitch class starting in August.
Oh.
Yeah, so satin stitch is going over applique. So if you've seen some of those beautiful applique quilts and you're going, how do I do this? we have a class on August 8th that's going to give you a hand with that.
And just so because I'm actually not as familiar with satin stitch outside of embroidery, is that going to be machine done or is it going
By
to
machine,
be
yes.
by machine?
So it'll also be taught by Anne,
Yeah.
the queen of satin stitching. If you've seen a lot of our applique in our store, she's definitely probably done it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And of course, getting those settings just right, getting your stitch just right, that's all in technique. And she's going to be there to give you a hand to get there.
Yeah.
And we also have a rope bowl sew along on Saturday, August 10th. I forgot
Those are
what
so
month I
much
had
fun.
open. You might have seen my rope dyeing video where I had a blast dyeing rope. It was really fun. And you could embroider on your bowls. You could add a little bit of flair with buttons or even applique maybe.
Yeah.
You could get applique in the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah.
So that is August 10th.
August 10th.
That'll be fabulous.
Is that August?
That is August.
Oh, yeah, it is August.
I scrolled to the bottom of the calendar.
I'm forgetting that it's August 1st. I'm like,
So today is the 1st,
yes.
which means new sales, which means a new accessory of the month from Bernina.
Oh, wait a second. Not a new sale. There's actually...
Yeah.
So the Bernina sale got extended until August 15th. So
That's exciting. The
Yeah.
Quilting Fever sale.
Quilting Fever sale.
So that is extended.
Mm-hmm.
And are you ready for the new accessory of the month?
Yes.
Do you know what it is? I do.
I'm trying to remember.
Do you want me to tell you?
It was... Is it the ruffler?
It is the ruffler.
It is the ruffler. Okay,
so
good.
It's
I
the
remember.
number 86. So it'll help you make ruffles for all your summertime fun.
Yes.
I'm excited.
It's really fun.
I actually haven't used a ruffler yet.
Oh, really?
I probably should. Have you?
I tried a couple times just to play
Oh,
with
nice.
it, and it's fun. I like doing it.
I'll have to get you to show me how.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for joining me today, Cam. That was fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And thank you to all of our friends for joining.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time. Have a great day.
I will say, before we leave, of course, if you do have any questions or concerns, especially about the Aveneer, or if you're interested at all, like we mentioned, just shoot us a message at sewing machines at mysewingroom.ca, or, just get in contact with us at mysewingroom.ca. We have all of our stuff there, and we'd be more than happy to help wherever we can.
Or you could give us a call. 403-252-3711.
Perfect.
It's the first time I didn't almost give out my phone number.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Nailed it. Well, have a great day, everyone.
Take